Alright, hey, what's up guys? Not much. As you can see, I'm gonna turn it because of the thing, but Devil's Own, it's a Generation 2 meth injection. This is a 2.0 Hyundai Sonata. I've done the front mount IC setup on this car, synapse blowout valve, as well as, if you see in there, the throttle body spacer, and where that cap is and plug, that's where this meth injection is going. So took some, had to build a bracket, but let me see if I can modify my hand pro mounts. So I'm gonna put this bracket in here, bolts it up right there between these two bolts. That's gonna stay in place. Basically sit like that. Mount this pump to there. The kit didn't come with the reservoir. Yeah, I'm gonna move it over so it's not hitting the IC piping. But yeah, so something like like that. So I'll have my mounting plate like that. That was some scrap metal that I had from a washing machine, so I'll paint that black to make it look decent. But thing is, put the pump here. So that'll mount there. He bought the kit, but it didn't come with a reservoir, so went to AutoZone and bought a coolant reservoir real quick. That's just gonna sit right here, so that'll gravity feed into that pump. That wiring pump, I gotta run that to the inside. We want to put the controller on the inside, and then that's about it. But hopefully I can get this done today. Alright, I also wanted to point something. The signal line that I'm going to be using is going to be this cap. That's where the old, blow-off valve, the stock bypass sensor, it had an electronic sensor. We kind of just bypass that now. So that's going to be my source. That's going to go to the controller to tell when to turn on the injection, and then also when to increase the spray as boost goes up. We have a retuned flash on this that's basically pushes up to 22 pounds rather than, I don't know, I think it's like 18 or something. 18, I mean the stock, from what I believe when we had a gauge on his car, it went up to 18 and dropped back down to 13, somewhat similar to what the Lancers do. But now this tune shoots it up to 22, and then by redline it gets back down to 18. So, but I don't know, we'll see if we get some improvements with this meth injection. Alright, so I got my meth injection pump listed there. This is that little bracket I made. I sprayed it. What do you call it now? I did these two bolts on top. I gotta see, because this guy and this guy go for the air box that we're kind of keeping for ram air. So I gotta see what I'm gonna do just to clear it out. I test fitted it. I mean, it'll still bolt on. It'll just be kind of up a little bit, but we'll see. But at least that pump's down there. It'll be gravity fed by a, what's that thing called? By the reservoir, which is the next step. Alright, so I didn't finish last night. I feel like rushing. Basically, this is your controller. This is the controller. It's sitting. Oh, my finger's calling everything. Alright, so this is a controller, Devil's Own. I need to, change those settings for the start, which has got to be 1/4 of the PSI, and then the full is, I said about a little bit less than what the full boost is intended to be. So make sure you're shooting 100% injection. Gonna set it like that. It's the only place around here to keep those wires clean. The actual wires that you see here, these are the black, of course, ground. I believe the red should be 12-volt constant, and no, orange is 12-volt constant, and the pink is turn on with the ignition, like a 12-volt ignition. Then here goes some of the boost line that goes directly to the controller. I fished that through the firewall. So I had fished that through the firewall, and that's coming here. I came below the little grommet down there, and then this blue wire. That blue wire goes to the actual pump. It grounds off the pump to turn it on and off, and then the yellow wire is for a float switch. So here goes the diagram of it. So that's how I have it set up. We got another tank coming in and the switch so we can know when it's low, and that's the setup. So right now it's just the hard part of wiring, which, you know, it's not difficult, it's just tedious. So we'll get that taken care of and then hopefully get some runs in. Let's see. I mean, it looks like it may rain. I hope not, because then I wanted to take my car out tonight. But we'll see. Alright, so I got the devil's kit. I'm gonna just wait till this guy comes, you know, just figure where to put it exactly. But I went, and this is the kit installed. Kind of got a temporary boost juice in there. You know, that's basically where it's at. There goes the pump, and yeah, it's like a clean install except for that little guy, but that's what it is. Now we'll go for a test drive. Big no boost. So now this is with the meth injection.